What do scrap paper and punches have in common? This video is going to show you exactly what. Hi, I'm Dawn, creator of Dee Dee Creates Crafts, and this is the channel for simple cards, helpful hints, duplicatable projects that you'll feel successful making right after you watch the videos. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Let's get to crafting. Watch to the very end so you see the other sample cards to get some fresh ideas and different ideas for using this Build-A-Bird punch. I'm going to turn the camera down now and we're going to get started. All right, how is everything? It's still wobbly. Now I got you locked in place. These are the cards we're making, the matching envelopes. Let me show you these precious little cards. And I did not make these up. These are actually from the make and takes from my team meeting, and not my personal team, but the team I belong to. We do make and takes and craft during the video, and yes, I do it online via Zoom because my team leader is in Michigan. So once a month, I just thought I'd share that with you. So if you wanted to join my team in the month of May, you do get all the nice new in colors. It's a $66.50 value, some ink and the paper, and it's gorgeous. So anywho, don't feel you have to reinvent the wheel and be overly creative just to join Stampin' Up. You do not. So I wanted to tell you that, and I am going to demo how to make one of the bird cards that I learned at my team meeting from our make and take. So for this project, you'll need the Sweet Songbird stamp set and the matching punch. And look how cute all the different stamps are, and it comes with sentiments. I'm just so tickled. Then the envelopes and the little card bases. You guys, this is a card kit called Tea Boutique Cards and Envelopes. So there's my scrap paper, but it comes with the matching envelopes. It comes with the coordinating card bases. You get 20, you can make 20 cards from this little kit, and this is only 10 bucks. What? 20 cards for 10? Who doesn't want to do that? So I wanted to show you that. So we're going to start with our base, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. We are going to do something a little extra, a little different. I like to go outside the box. If you're a brand new crafter, just use it straight as it is right here. If you're a little more seasoned, what I'm going to have you do is cut your card apart. Now I am going with the fold just a hair beyond, so when I cut, I don't have the fold in with my top, and so I'm going to do the same with the white base. Is just, I don't have to, but I want to with the base. I'm just cutting away the fold, and look, it's literally just a hair, isn't it? So save both pieces. We're going to use both. So let's go to step one, and that is to make a base of thick white cardstock at 8.5 by 5.5 and score it at 4 1/4. So this is your base. Put it to the top. Now our designer series paper we got by cutting up our card. So we're going to cut this at 3 by 4. So let me line up on my 4. Now I'm going to cut at the 3. Save this piece, we'll use it. And then we want to come in with a solid piece, still part of step 1, which is 2 by 4. So remember that like a board, a stud board for construction. 2 by 4, 3 by 4. That's going to be easy. So then we're just going to, still part of step 1, adhere these down to the base, just like this, with as much margin in the middle as you want or don't want, because we're going to put a label in the middle. So I didn't want you to feel like, ooh, how do I line it up? It's such a non-issue. Do not worry, do not worry. Now, again, I'm going to use my glue. I start with the glue away from the edge and drag it forward, because there, see the globs we all get? And that way I don't get my globs right on the edge of my paper. And I do tend to do the corners first, and then with the tip of my glue bottle, I just drag everything around. So I'm going to put this, eyeball it, and get it where I need it on my card base. And now I'm gonna put the solid color. Now you can use 2 designer series paper if you have that pack. I do not. So I chose to go with this one, which was the Teacup Boutique. Give me a little more bang for my bucks. And then there is, for the in colors, a package where you can get, I think it's 4 pieces of every color, and that's what I did. Just to get started and find out what my favorite color is gonna be, to see which one I'll use the most. So again, whether, I'm gonna try to save you money, whether you're a customer, whether you're a crafter, whether you're a demonstrator, don't buy everything at once. You have a budget, or should have a budget, for how much you spend per month on your crafts. I do. Unless it's a super duper sale, I have a budget. All right, let me move my cutter out of the way. This is the back of the card, you guys. So I'm gonna use this to do some of our stamping. I'll put this here. Make sure I don't lose my pitiful little stamps, because I've done that to myself, where I put them on the desk and then I'm like, oh no, where'd they go? All right, so let me put my little baby bird, and where's his wing? And here's a wing. So put that down and get it to stick to my lid. Is this my matching color? Yes. This color, Tahitian Tide. Oh my goodness, doesn't that just remind you of a cruise ship and we're looking out at the ocean? Tahitian Tide. All right, here's why, you'll see why I do and use my Stamparatus. See how holy that looks? And it's not as crisp a stamp as I could possibly want it. So with my Stamparatus, I can come back and stamp it again. And did you see my hot mess around the stamp? That didn't come off on my paper, did it? So that's a little trick of the trade with the Stamparatus. And I am going to do a whole series on this contraption, which I adore. It's like the brand X. It's called a stamp positioner. And I use it because I've not always felt as confident with my stamping. I love working with cardstock and paper. Just true confessions of not really been as confident with my stamping, and this Stamparatus gave me that confidence. So this is the scrap part of the scrap paper I was talking about. I mean, you can use a real piece of scrap paper. You see I've used that before. Or you can use, look, I'm getting some ink on my thingy. You can use the back of the card that we punched out, cut up, for the, as your scrap paper. All right, I can see I'm gonna need to separate these heifers. If you've been with me a while, you know heifer is one of my cuss words. Oh, my stars and garters, I'm gonna have to go this way. No problemo. All right, see how I'm manipulating and it's not working? We're gonna go in and get us a little Post-it, and that's gonna give me a little handheld leverage there, I'm hoping. Let me do it to the side. You won't have this trouble. I just cut my paper too small, too cool for school. So let me get him all lined up, our baby bird. Cut him out. The tape kind of looks cute on his little tail, but we're gonna take it off. And now I'm gonna cut this little guy, which looks like a teardrop, but it's really his little baby wing. How cute are these guys, huh? I am usually not a fan of whimsical, but probably every catalog I fall in love with something that is whimsical. So I get myself tickled at that, and I'm not sure why I get attached to some of the whimsicals, but I do. All right, I'm actually looking for, here they are, my pop-ups, and these are gonna be too big, so let's cut them up. And with your pop-ups, the dimensionals I call them, you can see there's kind of like an edge, and I'm going to use it. We're gonna use every bit of our dimensionals, and we're just going to use everything. And that's a trick too, is use what you have and use things up. And I think I'll use half of one. It'll just fit a little better on the top, and then I'm gonna use a whole big guy right there. Love it. And I think I'm gonna use half on the wing. just because it's so sweet and tiny. So I'm going to turn my little birdie over, put on a little wing. Wait do you see how cute? Then, let me find my other little stamp. You're gonna die when you see this. It's so cute, you can't even stand it. Eyeballs, what? And there's two sets of the eyeballs, the stamp eyeballs. These I'm gonna demo. And then there's ones that look like the little baby bird's eyes are closed. Cute, I got a little sloppy, but you know how we can fix that? Let me come in with my ink pen and go a little bigger with his eyeballs. Because this guy, I know why I put the dimensional on too early. Oh my stars, now he looks like a pirate. Anywho, this label is what we're going to do next. So stamp 2 is to stamp the bird, stamp the wing from the Sweet Songbird bundle onto the back white that we did. And then, now I'm missing my little thingy. There he is. Step 3, we're gonna die cut a label at approximately 4.5 by 3.25. And if you don't have a label this size or scalloped or one you like, use a rectangle, 4.5 by 3.25. That's your step 3. So tell me if you're having fun so far, if you've learned something. If you have, go boop and hit the like button for me, and that'll help the video get seen by more people. We want more people to learn crafting, don't we? All right, so with this, I am going to line up my sentiment at the top. And this is gonna say congratulations. I am finding I have about half a dozen high school graduates in my neighborhood, so I want to make each of them a card. So this one, all right, we are gonna stamp the feet and the congratulations directly onto the label. And it's just gonna look so precious when we get the little songbird popped up on top. Now that came out great. If it did not come out great, all we have to do is close the little door and it will work for us all over again. So I can pull this little label out. And now, add the eyeballs before you add your dimensionals. You know sometimes I get too excited and I get ahead of myself. So your step 4 is to stamp the feet and stamp the sentiment onto the label. And then we're gonna add our bird carefully to line him up directly over his feet. But look how nice it looks with him over his feet. That's pretty cool, don't you think? And then, if you want, let me see if I saved any. Yep, I see it. Another punch, part of the punch, let me get a little glue, is a beak. So when we add a little color, precious. I don't want to get too much glue. There I go. One little dot, and then just smear it around. Wait till you see this. Oh my stars. To add a little beak, so stinking cute. And push it around, down there a little bit. Beauty of glue. It has wiggle room, right? Now there's also a stamp to color the underside, the breast of the bird, and you'll see in one of my samples that I did that in orange. So you can either punch it out or stamp it right on. There's both. There is actually both. Now I did with this card, I wanted to pop this one up as well. So I'm gonna do that. I'm making sure, I should have left one of these out for you guys to look at. There's the one we're copying right now. I just changed my little sentiment. So buttons, let's go ahead and add some dimensionals to the label. And get it popped up beautifully. And then we'll add some bling and we're basically done, which is your step 5, is to add your dimensionals and assemble your card. And really the reason I do these videos is to introduce you to me, introduce you to Stampin' Up! products, show you how to use the products by teaching simple cards and simple projects. So I don't know if you knew I was a Stampin' Up! Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but how you can best support this channel is by ordering your crafty goodness through me, which I so appreciate. Now, in colors, the four or five colors I showed you, these have their own matching bling, but I haven't ordered it yet. I will, I want them, but they weren't on my budget, my monthly budget, so I didn't get them yet. No, I better do that. Okay, the secret with bling, you want a triangle effect, and you want to put it where it's going to emphasize your main focus of your card. So for us, it's going to be our baby bird. So let's put his other bling down there. So this is, I don't even know the name of this bling, but look how it blends. So if you don't have the exact item, use something else. I've even got some pearlescent bling that would be lovely, lovely, lovely. So we are done with this card. What do you think? Tell me if I was curious about this because my family, we have bird feeders in the backyard. Do you guys have bird feeders in your yard? And if you do you have a favorite bird? Tell me in the comment section. Do you have a bird feeder? And what is your favorite bird? So here's the card we made. You can see I didn't put the little beak on this guy, and look at the difference. That just makes him pop. Yeah, none of the ones from my team meeting did I add the beak to. I just kept him simple. I may go back and add a beak. Little song notes, part of the stamp. So cute. So now I promised you, if you waited to the end, I'd show you some variations using the punch. Now, remember, all of this has matching envelopes when you order that T Boutique cards and envelopes for 10. That's it. So I went ahead with the rest of the cards I made and coordinated them with their matching envelopes. I'll put that guy right there. Here's the host code. When you order in the month of May with me, a minimum of 30, I am going to send you the card kits, the masculine card kits, 2 designs, 4 cards, and you will get them in your hands in time to make and mail them for Father's Day. So that's a little gifty from me to you. Now, look at this. Matching envelope, color coordinated with my ink, and yes, stamped the little underbellies. And then the wings for this bird, which I'm laughing to myself. I just noticed I didn't add a wing. Take the wing, let me get a little, take the wing, put it this way, and that is your baby bird. So I stuck 3 of the wings into the nest. And yes, that's a stamp from the stamp set. And then I added the little beaks. So they look like baby birds. And then the branch and the leaves, the nest, all of that is part of the stamp set. And I did put welcome, you know why? Oh, and this is also the card. You'll see. I turned the card inside out. Welcome, baby. We just made a baby card. So this is from the Color and Contour die set, the baby. There's a stamp set now. And this is technically the outside of the card. I don't even have one to show you. It's like this. The outside of the card, there's a card base, so I folded it. So what I did with this one is just folded it inside out. So you just got a freebie trick from me where we can make our birds a baby card and open it up, and it's just as gorgeous on the outside as it is on the outside. Now here's another one. This is monochromatic, and these beautiful little designs are, again, the wing of the bird. So you don't have to make birds with this punch. You can just punch out all the little wings and make a design, and then add your sentiment. And this has lovely sentiments, this stamp set. I tend to buy card kits with sentiments because, again, I feel like it saves me money. Now here's another card. It's got the peekaboo, it's got the hole punched in it, little cute birdies on the outside with his bling, and you open it up and the stamping is just stunning. And a little baby bit of the stamping shows on the outside. It looks like a bird's perched on the tree. So I wanted to share with you, yes, the card I made with my team, the make and take, I made with my team on our Zoom call, but I also wanted to give you a couple different ideas to use with the same punch, the Songbird Build-A-Bird punch. So you get the underbelly, you get the wing, you get the beak, you get the bird, and you can punch all those out and use them for these different cards. Do you have a favorite? What card you gonna make, you guys? You gotta tell me what card you're making. I think I'll put all those down there and put this up here. I hope you can see it. So I'll put the links to everything below so you can get yourself some of the Teacup Boutique cards and envelopes, because you guys, I just highly recommend you order this because it's such a big bang for your buck. To get 20 cards and base cards and envelopes for 10, that is nothing. And if you fell in love with my birds, it is the Sweet Songbirds, and they are so sweet. Aren't they precious? So that's all I got for you today. If you want more videos like this one, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button. Please don't worry about subscribing because no one can track you down, no one contacts you, your name's not made public. It's very safe to subscribe. And by subscribing, you'll be able to find me again. I'm gonna turn the camera up so we can say goodbye. All right, I hope you had as much fun with this project as I did, and I want you to remember to hit subscribe, remember to like the video, and remember to come back and see me again soon. Bye, you guys.